Welcome back to Mac TV. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can move to Thailand with no job, no plan, in 7 simple steps. Now, if you're someone who's been considering making the move to Thailand and taking that leap of faith, this video is going to be useful for you. So in this video, I've got 7 simple strategies that's going to make the move for you a lot easier without having a job or a solid plan. So let's get into it. Okay, so step number 1, research and planning. Now, before you make the move, it's important to do your research and your planning. Now, you're going to need to research about your visa requirements to start with, and this is going to depend what country you're from and how long you want to stay here. Now, I'm not going to dive into visas too much because I've already made a video on that. You can check that one out up there. So your next part of the research is going to be the cost of living. Now, if you just want to stay in the same city for the whole year, in Pattaya, for example, you can probably do this on $1,000 a month if you're careful, which does actually sound quite appealing, yes, for a lot of people. But if you're like me and you want to go explore the whole country and you want to see new places and try new things, it's going to cost you a little bit more when you get over to the Phuket side where you got the Koh Phangan and Koh Samui, because these places cost a little bit more at the moment because of the war and what Putin's done. Tens of thousands of Russians have actually flocked to Phuket, and it's put all the prices up by 40%. The accommodation, the cost of living, it's all shot up. If you are planning on traveling over that side, just be prepared to spend a little bit more when you're there. So let's move on to money and job opportunities. Now, there are 3 ways you can approach this. So the first is save up a load of money in your home country, save up as much as you're going to need to stay here as long as you want to stay, which is pretty straightforward. The next option you can do is look into online jobs where you can work remotely from your laptop, where your income isn't actually tied to one location. I've also made another video on this topic as well, so if you want to check that out, you can click that link up there. Now, the next is going to actually be teaching out here, and this is a popular option for many people that want to stay in Thailand long term and work here and not have to go home. But teaching isn't for everyone, so if you're not that type of person, just go with one of the first 2 options. And if you want to know what I do for work that funds all of my travels, I'll put a link for that down in the description. You can check that out as well. So once you've done all that, just create a budget and plan accordingly, including savings, flight costs and housing expenses. Okay, and this brings me on to step number 2, finding a place to stay. Now, finding a place to stay in Thailand is an essential step in making the move here. Now, what I would recommend doing is just book a place for a week or 2 on booking.com or Agoda in the city where you want to live initially. Then once you've adjusted and you're happy in that place, look for apartments or shared accommodations on websites like RentHub, HipFlat, or even Facebook groups. By using RentHub and HipFlat, you're going to bring your costs way down and it's going to be way cheaper for you to stay here. Just make sure you check out the reviews and the ratings of the place before finalising anything. Okay, step number 3, networking. So this is going to depend on what you plan on doing while you're here in Thailand. But by networking with individuals like yourself, this is really going to open up new doors for you and help you navigate this new lifestyle. And these people you're going to meet are going to give you insights and opportunities to things such as work and finding the best places to eat and what to avoid and stuff like that. To start networking here, you can attend expat events or join Facebook groups to meet people who are already living here in Thailand. Now, this isn't something that I really do because I'm just traveling all around Thailand at the moment. But as a newcomer, this is really going to help you get your foot in the door and adjust to this new lifestyle. Okay, number 4, finding work or traveling. Now, this is a question you've really got to ask yourself, are you sure? Because this is going to be one of the biggest commitments you're probably ever going to make. So just ask yourself, are you really looking for a 6-month adventure, or do you want to make this a permanent lifestyle? This next step is going to decide your path as you navigate Thailand, and this is going to be unique to you. Now, finding work in Thailand can be challenging, but it's definitely not impossible. Update your resume, start networking, look for job openings on online job portals, social media, or at local job fairs. So if you just plan on traveling, then you decide you want to stay while you're here, just think about this one and decide what's best for you, as it's going to be completely different for everyone. Okay, So step number 5, adjusting to the culture. Now, if you've never travelled to an Asian country before, adjusting to the Thai culture can take a bit of time. But some ways you can do this is just by learning about the customs here. Embrace the culture, try new things, food, festivals, activities. Try not to turn down any invitations and just have an open mind about everything while you're here. And this way, you're going to give yourself the best chances of enjoying life to the fullest while you're here. Now, the more research you do before you make the move here and the more planning, that's just going to make things easier for you when you get here. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so number 6 is learning the language. Now, this step isn't actually essential when moving to Thailand, but it sure can help you and it'll get you a lot further while you're here. And there's actually a few reasons for this. First, the Thais are going to respect you a lot more, plain and simple. Respect goes a long way here in Thailand. The second, people aren't going to take advantage of you too much while you're here if you can talk a bit of Thai. Even the basics, and I mean this in terms of when you try and negotiate in shops or for transport in tuk-tuks or when you go to the markets. If you speak a little bit of Thai, yes, no, please, thank you, they're going to think you've been here for a while, you know the score, and you know how things work. Whereas if you're acting like a complete newcomer when you get here, people might actually try and take advantage of you just a little bit more, so bear that in mind also. And the third is that you're actually going to be able to build more meaningful relationships with the Thai people that are around you. Like I said, even just by learning the basics, yes, no, please, thank you, asking for directions and so on, this is going to make life that little bit easier for you while you're here. Now, there's different ways you can do this. Look online, teach yourself, look on Google, Duolingo, but there is also an education visa where you get granted a 1-year visa where you learn some Thai, you go to a few lessons, you go to a school while you're here, and you get a year for that. So that's an option for people as well. A lot of people who have been traveling for a while tend to take this option as it grants them a whole year and they don't have to keep doing border runs to Cambodia or Laos or wherever. Okay, so the last one, number 7, is staying positive. Now, moving to a new country can be overwhelming for some people, especially if you're a bit shy and you're not that outgoing. But staying positive is key, and keeping a good headspace is going to help you through this whole process. So stay motivated and keep an open mind to new ways of life. Focus on the opportunities and the experiences that come with living in Thailand. And just remember why you wanted to make this decision in the first place. And that's it for this 7-step guide on how to move to Thailand. I hope this video has given you some more insight into what it takes to move here and start in a new life in Thailand. But remember, moving to a new country is a big decision, so take your time to research and plan and prepare for the move. Thanks for sticking around till the end of this video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to support the channel in any way, there's links down in the description. You can check those out. And that just leaves me to say cheers, guys. Peace. See you in the next one.